Hello and welcome or welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. This channel mainly focuses on love readings and how that reflects information for us for personal development and spiritual development. So make sure you're subscribed if that's something that's interesting to you. So for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at seeing how a certain person that you are in minimal to no contact with is currently thinking and feeling about you. So there are going to be three piles to choose from. For pile number one, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot with this moss agate. Why am I forgetting? Tower? I don't know why I'm forgetting my usual name for that. It's weird. Anyways, for pile number two, we have the Spirit Speaks Tarot with this raw aventurine, green aventurine crystal. For pile number three, we have the Moon Power Tarot in this Amazonite. I don't know what's going on. I'm not able to recall things right now. Amazonite rock crystal. So take whatever time you need to tune into the pile that you're feeling the most drawn to. I just want to give you a heads up that this really is your person's subjective thoughts and feelings. And I just want to say, if you guys do end up picking pile number two, to not take that as the objective truth. Because in the extended reading, we kind of unveil certain things, not to spoil everything, but just know that especially for pile number two, it's really representing how this person is able to feel better about things. It's that's the way they have to see it in a sense. So just, have that in mind. And anyways, there will be an extended reading for each of the piles, and it's going to be specialized to what each pile seems like it needs to go into deeper. But other than that, I will have the timestamps linked down below. I will have the names of these decks, the extended readings, and anything else about me. So without further ado, I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot and this moss agate point, this is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at this person's thoughts and feelings towards you in a minimal to no contact situation. So I'm just going to jump right in. So for pile number one, what are their person's thoughts and feelings? This person they're in no contact with. What are their thoughts and feelings towards pile number one and the connection? Please tune me into the energy of the person that pile number one wants clarity about. All right, what are their thoughts and feelings? We have the Daughter of Wands. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Two of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Six of Wands and the Seven of Swords on top. Can we clarify the Two of Wands? We have the Father of Cups with the Son of Cups in reverse over it. Can we clarify the Five of Wands? The Three of Wands in reverse. The back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like the first thing that's coming through is this person thinking a lot about, I want to say their reputation, or I don't know if you have a shared community with this person. So that could be a shared friend group, a shared workplace, just mutual friends of some kind. Because it just feels like it's almost like this person is thinking about what other people's opinion might be about what happened with you and them. And it's almost like with the Three of Wands here in reverse, that can represent a situation where something didn't progress, or like something didn't turn out the way that we wanted or expected. And that could even be like this person thinking that other people maybe like expected the situation to go differently. It just feels like there might be some sort of like gossip, or maybe there isn't, and this person's just very like conscious of how other people think about them. And I'm sorry that this is like such a focus of what's coming through, but it really is. And so hopefully that can give you some context into this person and like where their like priorities are, because I just feel like with the Son of Cups in reverse here, with being the other card that's on top of the Seven of Swords, it's like, it's almost this idea of this person being a true Knight of Cups in reverse, which can be someone that kind of schmoozes or can be like very romantic or come across like very like that's kind of like a love bombing energy, or like the energy of someone who's kind of like a player, but not in like a rude way, not in a way that's like outwardly like egotistical. More, it's like more covert is how it feels like. This person's energy feels like they like to seem, they want to be seen as this King of Cups, as someone who's like emotionally mature, in control of their emotions. Yeah, that's how they want to be seen. But it's like, I feel like there is some, and I feel like they're even strategizing to be seen this way, or it's like they're wanting to move forward is how it feels. And it just feels like there's like reputation management going on. And it's almost like they're thinking that the best thing they can do is just kind of like move forward, and it's like they're telling one version of things, I feel like, and as to why things didn't work out, or as to why, like with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, maybe something fell through here, or something wasn't grounded, because with the Page of Wands, to me, again, this is almost like representing your person and like the message that they're trying to give to people. Yeah. And I'm getting like a little birdie told me. So it's very much like, it could be that there's like conversation of people finding out that something didn't work between the two of you. And then this person's trying to strategize and respond in a way that makes them seem more mature than they were, or like less at fault for unmet expectations with the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles here, it's like this person's really trying to keep things locked down, or like they're feeling like protective is how it feels. Like they're not sharing a lot, but they're trying to maintain a certain idea of how they look. So I just want to clarify, why is the Two of Wands here? It's giving me the feeling that they're just trying to say like, oh yeah, this didn't work out, and like I'm just moving forward, like it's like trying to make it seem like less of a big deal, or make it seem like if there is negative like conversations about them, because this is from their perspective, it's almost like they think that maybe some people are going to be judging them or saying something negative about them. And I feel like they're trying to say what really happened, but they're keeping it like very vague, and almost like, yeah, it's like the Chariot and the Hangman, like why they couldn't move forward or why they made a certain decision. Can we clarify the Two of, they're trying to make it seem like their decision to move forward, or to kind of move away from the situation, they're trying to say that it's coming from a very like wise emotional decision, but I can just tell that that's not true with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Swords. But can we actually, I want to clarify the Five of Wands. To me, it's like a lot of people having different opinions. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. It's like they're trying to, yeah, it's like the truth. That's exactly what I'm getting. It's like this person is trying to manage what the truth is. And they're trying to say that like this is the truth despite maybe there being like confusion or other people thinking different things. Like, or it could even be that this person doesn't want people to have the truth about why things didn't work out here. Can we clarify the Three of Cups in reverse? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here and the Devil in reverse. And so I feel like, again, this feels like you may be like coming to a truth or seeing this person like more clearly, and like you might have a very different story. And I feel like maybe you're saying how like you had to detach from this person, or like this situation was like toxic in some way. And like it could even be like you saying that this person wasn't willing to leave behind certain like toxic behaviors or certain attachments that they had. Yeah, because with the Devil in reverse, Queen of Swords, it just almost feels like this is what you would say about things, or what maybe your friends would say. But it's almost like they're trying to invalidate that, is how it feels. Can we clarify the Two of Wands? Yeah, the Nine of Cups in reverse and Death. Like, it's like they're saying, like, this is why I had to move forward. Like, this just wasn't what I wanted. Like, it's like they're trying to say that they have, like, outgrown this, or that their transformation is moving them in another direction. It could also be that they were saying that they didn't. So either I feel like this person is thinking or feeling, and this could be what they're telling other people, or just what they're thinking and feeling is like, I feel like it's possible that it's almost like instead of having to transform and go through some kind of process in regards to that, it's like they're saying that they're going in another direction because that's not actually what they emotionally wanted. And like they're saying that it's coming from a very like emotionally in tune place. But I feel like more than anything, this person is avoiding like difficult truths or difficult. I want to get more information about this. Like, yeah, and then we have the Knight of Wands here. It's like, what are they telling other people? And like, we're going to do an extended reading. So I want to go more into depth about that. So I want to see like, what are they telling other people about this connection? I want to see what they actually believe about this connection, how they like actually feel, because I feel like so much of their feelings and thoughts are, it's almost like they are justifying. It's like they're coming up with a story that paints them in a way where they don't see their own wrongdoing, or they don't see that maybe they could have done more work, or that they could have done more. Like, it's almost like they want to, and then they're like internally trying to believe that narrative, if that makes sense. And so it's like, let's say that something happened that maybe would not make them look the best. Like, let's say they promised something and they didn't like follow up on it, or yeah, like they said a bunch of things with the Knight of Cups here in reverse, maybe made you feel like this was like gonna turn into more, or was more of a sure thing. But I almost feel like maybe it's like when this person was asked to step up into a more responsible position where they have to face certain things they need to let go of, things like that. It's almost like they didn't want to do that, and I feel like they've taken some kind of easy way out. And I'm also seeing, it's like I feel like this person maybe feels like maybe you said something about like having a toxic friend group or having toxic people around them. And so I feel like they might be trying to say like they were trying to change me, or like they were trying to like tell me what I needed to do, and like I know myself, and I didn't want to move forward. Yeah, there's something going on where it's like they're defending that they have the truth, or that like the people in their life are actually good. Like I want to see yeah, and it's like why they didn't open up to it. But I just want to see what are they telling other people? Yeah, we have justice. It's like they're telling other people that they did the right thing here, that what they did was the most fair and balanced thing that they could possibly do. What do they know the truth is, though, deep down? Yeah, we have Lovers in reverse, that they made a decision that was not out of love. It was not a decision that was really the best thing to... It's like they're trying to act like... And this is like, the Lovers is all about making decisions and making a choice. And it's like they're defending that their choice was the most like loving thing or was the best thing, but it's clear that it wasn't. Like they made a decision out of fear, not out of love. Like whatever they did here wasn't them, whatever narrative. Okay, so overall, sorry that I'm like rambling so much, but what I'm trying to say is what's going on with your person is they're trying to tell other people that yes, it's like unfortunate that things didn't work out, or like, but this is why it didn't work out. It wasn't because, and this doesn't have to be the same thing for everyone, but like, it wasn't because this relationship was requiring transformation from me. It wasn't because I would have to detach from certain things that I am like dependent on or codependent on. Like I didn't want to have to do that. And I feel like it's like they have this public image here is how it feels with the Six of Wands of like not being this person. Like they have this public image, or like not that they, maybe other people even believe this, but your person likes to think of themselves as this Father of Cups, like a very emotionally intelligent like person that makes decisions from a very emotionally intelligent place, where it's like they're processing their emotions, they're looking at the situation, they're aware of other people's emotions. And they like to be seen this way as someone who's very adept in that. But it's like behind the scenes, they're like this Knight of Cups in reverse. And I feel like maybe it got too real here, or it got to a point where like you might have, because if you were authentic with this person, like you may have expected a higher level of like transparency and honesty. And so if this person was only like capable of that at like a surface deep, like it's like they were wearing a mask of that. And I feel like the connection with you revealed that in some capacity. And so as soon as they got a inkling that this situation was going to require like real action from them with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, like that it was really going to need to like, they were going to need to put action behind it. And then once their actions couldn't really show that, this person quickly dipped on the situation is how it feels, and started like trying to think of a narrative that protects their image as this King of Cups. Like I made the decision from, just being honest with myself emotionally, and like it might be tough, but like, I did the right thing. And like I did think about like other people, and I did make the decision with other people in mind. And so it's also like coming through like this person wants to be seen as like very empathetic, and someone that really is not selfish, like someone that takes other people's emotions into account and is able to be in like harmony with other people. But I feel like this person actually, whatever they did in this situation is a reflection of a cowardice or weakness of their character. And that's totally okay. Like it's okay for us to make mistakes. It's okay for us to go like, you know what? I thought that I was this King of Cups, like to be honest. And like it's like an ego death here though that this person would have to go through. And so I'm trying to explain is like sometimes situations reflect back to us, like maybe where we're not seeing ourselves clearly, or it reflects back to us, or like our shadow material, or things that we don't want to see in ourselves. And I feel like that's exactly what you did with this person. And it's like an honorable person would be able to admit like I messed up here, or like, you know what, I'm not really like who I thought I was. Like I actually need to reflect on this, and like honestly, like, I did really let this person down and I did lead them on, or I did, like, I am the responsible for it. Like I could have done better and I didn't, out of fear and out of protecting my own ego. But it's like, that's the truth of this. And I just think that they are, yeah. And with the Page of Swords here in reverse, I feel like this person doesn't want to have to like learn from it. I feel like they'd rather just tell their story to manage how other people see them. And it's like the truth of why it didn't work out feels like something that those are their thoughts and feelings. So their feelings towards you are, deep down, they know that with the Queen of Swords here, they actually know that you're right. Like, they know that you have a clear vision of things. Yeah. And so I think this person feels very like vulnerable in regards to you because you're like in this Queen of Swords energy towards them, and it's like plain as day. I feel like you kind of point out the truth here. And so I feel like they're very intimidated by that, and they're very threatened by it, is how they feel. And they feel immediately like afraid of other people's opinion if you are to tell people about this or like to say what happened. Like, it's almost like this person, yeah. And I'm also getting like in another light, like I was getting that this person wants to control like the narrative, but it's like they also almost want there to be a lot of different opinions so then they can go like, there's a million different things that could be true here, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're distorting the truth of it, like by saying like, you know, maybe they're even trying to say like it's just gossip. Like, because what's really interesting is that I feel like I don't think they're like gossiping. I just think they're trying to strategize around their image. But I feel like they might be saying things like, you know, that's just gossip about me. Like, this is the truth. Like, you know, don't listen to like what other people are saying about it. Like, I know that I did the right thing here. And like, of course, other people are going to have different opinions about that. But like, I stayed true to myself and my emotion. Like, this is like their narrative. I stayed true to myself, my emotions. And like, I know that's not always going to make other people happy, but like, I had to choose myself and I had to do what was right for me. And it's like, that is a fair thing to say. That's a fair thing to do. But the truth of the situation is not that. Like it's okay. And maybe it is that a part of them wants to say like that this wasn't right for them, but they should at least admit why. You know what I mean? And I feel like the reason why was because it pushed them to transform. It pushed them to out of their comfort zone, or push them out of like tendencies that aren't healthy for them. But it's like, that's why with the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, it's like there's a lack of commitment or a lack of like, it's like an opportunity lost or something like fell through. And like, especially if other people like thought this was like a promising situation, like I don't know why, I just feel like your person is very, very focused on like what other people might be saying about it. So I don't know why that is. You guys probably do. So for the extended reading, I want to look at what this person is actually afraid of other people thinking. I want to see what this person is saying. And so I just want to go deeper into depth with that. So I know we got like 1 or 2 cards, but I want to get like all the information I can, because I feel like there's a lot that I'm still not able to get just from the spread. Then I want to see like what is, from Spirit's perspective, like what is the truth of this person's actions and decision making. And then I want to see, I want to get you guidance on whatever you need to hear about this connection, about the truth. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I want to do for the extended, but let's get some more Oracle cards for right now. Oops. And I'm seeing this not for you card come out. All right, what are pal number 1's person's thoughts and feelings in this no contact situation? We have breathe, clean it up, truth be told in reverse. Yeah, and I'm super not surprised to see the truth be told in reverse, because, you know, I was saying that they were like wearing a mask. Yeah, what else? Can we get one more? Yeah, community. Oh my God, you guys, 100%. And then loyal heart at the back of the deck. Wow. So yeah, I totally feel like this is validating like what I was getting. And with clean it up, it's like, I feel like they're really trying to, like, okay, with breathe here, it's like they're trying, it's almost like the energy of like in a movie when everything goes like backwards or turns upside down and someone's like, okay, like take a deep breath, what needs to be done? Like, or yeah, like, and I know this is like extreme, but I'm almost thinking of, like when, let's say like when there's like a mother or a father that's like trying to protect their like son from a crime that they did, and like they immediately go into like problem solving. And I'm kind of thinking of, what's that show that just came out on Netflix? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll remember it, but it's like the son like gets in a car crash and accidentally like unalives a person, and the dad is like a cop, I think, or like someone in the law. He's a judge. But anyways, and it's like he goes into like strategizing mode. Like that's what I feel like. How do we clean up the mess here? And like what story are we going to tell to the community? Like how can we make it seem like I was like a loyal person, or I was someone that did things for the highest good, is how it feels. But with truth be told in reverse, it's like they're doing this deceitfully. It's like, how can I clean this up without having to reveal my mask? How can I still look like a good member of the community? How can I look that way still? And I feel like with this breathe card, it's like there's this energy of staying calm to not like reveal anything. Like it's almost like they're trying to not let anyone see that they're triggered, or not let anyone see that they are stressed, you know. And like I feel like that's a part of like the King of Cups here, is like they're really like trying to like guard their emotions, but like in a way where it's like trying to make them look more, oh my God, this is like crazy, because what keeps coming up is just like the analogy like Spirit's giving me, when people go to court and it's like they don't, you know how you want to look a certain way, or like if you've ever watched like movies like that or actual court cases, it's like I'm like super bad at the lingo with this, but I feel like their like attorney will be like, okay, like we need to manage like how the public sees you. Now I'm thinking of like the Mendez brothers, where it's like there's a certain attitude that they need to, and a certain look they need to have when they go into court and they have to like address their crimes or their allegations, you know. And I'm getting that, like this vibe of going into, what's that word, like image protection immediately, and like okay, something bad has happened, or like, and this is obviously very extreme, but it's like that energy where it's like this person is just trying to win the favor of other people to not have to face any consequences. And the consequences don't need to be extreme. It just could be like other people seeing them differently, or other people not really trusting them as much, you know, like stuff like that. I don't think it's that extreme, but that's really what I'm picking up here. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna take it into the extended. Again, we're gonna be looking at what your person is afraid other people are gonna think. I want to see what they're specifically saying to try to like look better. I want to see what is the truth though of this person and their actions, that they're so afraid of it being revealed, or like what is the truth. And then I want to get you guidance on whatever you need to hear about this person, this connection, to move forward in the way that's for your highest good and is best for you. Yeah, and in the truth section of what happened, I do want to like dig into like what their actual feelings for you were, and I want to see like what was the reason for their decisions in this situation with you. Especially if it was to not move forward, or why a situation didn't work out, like why something fell through. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, if you like love readings and readings that really focus on finding the truth of situations and how that is impacting your soul journey in a way. I would love for you to subscribe, but other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Spirit Speaks Tarot and this aventurine raw crystal, then this is going to be your reading. Or we're going to be looking at how this person that you're in minimal to no contact with is currently thinking and feeling about you. And I'm like so exhausted, I'm not gonna lie, from pile number 1 because it was like such a hard energy to relate to. But I'm hoping that this pile is a little bit different, but we'll see. You never know with no contact readings. So Spirit, please tune me freshly into the energy of pile number 2, their situation and the person that they're in no contact with. What are this person's thoughts and feelings towards them? Pile number 2's person they're in no contact or minimal contact with. What are their current thoughts and feelings? The person. Okay, the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Magician. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. What are their thoughts and feelings? Okay, the Ace of Swords with the Seven of Cups. Okay, very interesting, very different already. The Chariot already coming through. This feels like someone who is really wanting to take an action towards you. Like, I feel like this person is manifesting you or is manifesting an opportunity with you. And I feel like with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's like, I feel like this person has some sort of clarity that's come after some level of confusion about maybe what they wanted or even just like a lack of clarity here. But can we clarify the Ace of Cups, please? We have Judgment. Wow. We have the World in reverse. What are their thoughts and feelings? The Sun. My gosh. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. I don't get why there's 4 hands here. There's a nail. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, I feel like this is someone really getting like a serious level of clarity about you, because I feel like there's someone here that's reflecting on some unfinished business with you. And I feel like it could be that this person didn't move things forward with you in the past with the Two of Wands in reverse, or maybe they were at a cross point with you or a crossroads. And I have a feeling that they may have played things safe or just not committed to what they wanted with you, or like what they saw potentially with you, or they may have convinced themselves that they weren't sure what they wanted. But with this Sun here, it's like they're getting a serious level of clarity that I feel like this person thinks that, or is realizing that they held themselves back out of fear, or that they felt like they wanted to stay in their comfort zone. And I feel like they're having a realization of what action they need to take or what action they want to take in order to create movement in this connection, or to even like right their wrongs. Like, I feel like with the Two of Wands in reverse, it can be a card of going back to the drawing board and realizing that you made a mistake, or realizing that you want to create a different plan or create a different way, essentially. So I feel like this person feels like in the past they weren't optimistic, or they were not willing to move forward with you, not because they didn't care about you or feel like a sense of love with the Ace of Cups here and passion. Like, I feel like this person feels a lot of love and passion for you, but the reason that what held them back definitely was fear and like not being like, and being potentially pessimistic. And I think they're coming to the truth about why things didn't work out between you. And I think they're actually taking on a lot of responsibility for that. Okay, let me see the, I want to see the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles in reverse? I feel like they maybe feel like they weren't, I feel like they're taking on blame for not being a good person, like not working with you through things, not working harder, not being a good teammate, not being a good partner. Can we clarify that? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. And I even feel like they're maybe realizing that they may have been very like stuck in their ways. And maybe something about this connection with you would have pushed them out of their comfort zone, or would have required them to open up. And I think that they weren't like willing to. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like, and I saw that already, I feel like this person is realizing where they were not honest with themselves. Because, yeah, with the Ace of Swords here, it's like they're coming to some truth about why this didn't work out. And I feel like maybe they told themselves that you guys like weren't a good team together, or that you guys didn't fit well together for some reason. But I feel like they're realizing that that wasn't really true. Yeah, the Two of Cups coming through. Like, I feel like this person was actually just like protecting themselves from something good. I feel like they're I feel like they're really realizing that they were wrong. Like, I feel like this person is really seeing how their own beliefs and their own fears distorted the situation and caused them to not move forward with you, when in reality, like, this was a very like positive situation is how they feel. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Can we clarify the World in reverse? It's like they're thinking about how if they just would have been like confident and believed in the situation, like I feel like they're seeing how like their own lack of confidence impacted the way that they took action, and like their own mindset and belief in themselves is what created a lack of a positive outcome between the two of you. I feel like this person hasn't been able to move on from you. Okay, I want to get some more answers. Just for you guys, so you can know whether or not this is your reading. I want to see what impression they left you with before the no contact. Like, how are you viewing this person? How is pile number 2? What impression did they have of this person that they're in no contact with? What impression did they have of them? Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to put them next to each other. Queen of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles. What impression did they have? We have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius. We have Strength, Leo. The Two of Pentacles. The Hierophant in reverse. The Knight of Cups. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, I'm going to take it the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. And then the Seven of Swords at the back of the deck. Okay, so I feel like you maybe felt like this person sorry, let me just take it in. Like, I feel like you maybe blamed yourself a little bit, or maybe thought that you were like maybe emotionally, like that maybe you thought that this person wasn't as like emotionally motivated as you, or maybe you might have seen them as very I think you saw them as a responsible person, someone that maybe has like more earth energy to them. And maybe you felt like with the Hierophant reverse, it's almost like you maybe realize that maybe you and this person do have different values or different like ways that you operate that like wasn't compatible. And I think maybe that's what this person said. But yeah, with Temperance in reverse, it's possible that this person, maybe they weren't willing to like move as quickly, or maybe they like got triggered. I just feel like with Temperance in reverse, it's almost like maybe you felt, and with the Queen of Cups, maybe you felt like you were too emotional or like too like emotionally overwhelming for them, is kind of what I'm getting. And maybe you felt like this person kind of just stopped giving to the situation. And like the it's almost like you think that this person like did a 180 and decided that they didn't really want to go down the path with you. Yeah, I'm just seeing here, like with the Three of Wands in reverse, I just think you were very like disappointed. I feel like there's a part of you that maybe felt like this person took an easy way out of the situation with the Seven of Swords. Like I almost feel like this person like sneaked away from the situation because they were overwhelmed. But I feel like at the end of the day, you were like, okay, well maybe we just had prioritized different things. Like I feel like that was the conclusion of this, that you guys just prioritize different things. But I think you were left feeling, if not overly emotional, you may have been feeling like this person isn't able to meet you emotionally at the very least. Like you might have just felt like emotionally unfulfilled here. Also, maybe even for some of you guys, like you might have just felt like this was something that happened randomly. Like maybe you guys saw that, maybe this is someone like, just for some of you, maybe you just like hooked up with this person or had like a brief sort of rendezvous with them. But then when it came down to it, like when it came down to maybe there being like a more solid relationship, I feel like that's when it didn't really make sense or something. Can we clarify strength? We have the Devil in reverse, Capricorn. Okay, this is just also for some of you. Like, I don't know if this is like a secret relationship or something that you guys like kind of were keeping on the DL or something. But yeah, I mean, or it's possible that you just felt like this was something that was like attractive with Temperance in reverse. Like maybe there was like a level of like, what's the word? Like a temptation. Like you might have felt like very tempted by this person, but maybe at the end of the day, you just felt like it wasn't like going to be sustainable or like a give and take situation. Like I feel like, yeah, like the Three of Pentacles again, it's like not knowing whether or not you guys like actually work well as a team to like build something more stable. You might have just felt like this was a connection that was more like casual or temporary. Even like transactional, not in like a money way, but like in a way where it's just kind of like you guys both knew what this was. Could we just clarify the Seven of Swords? The Nine of Cups. And I'm just wondering if maybe a part of you wanted to like say that. I just feel like each person was way more focused on like themselves, and like with Justice in reverse, like I feel like this wasn't really about a partnership. I feel like it was more about what each of you independently wanted, and I feel like there was some kind of compatibility between the two of you where some of your needs could be fulfilled. And but it's almost like when it came down to it, it didn't seem like this is something that was beyond the long term, is what I would say. Something that was really going to lead to more. I don't think that you really saw it that way even. But I think this person is feeling that way now. Very interesting. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell? Because here's the thing is I don't want to give you guys like a reading that's like, oh yeah, this person totally regrets like the way that they were and like wish that they would have been more clear with you about what they wanted, and like that they did feel a lot for you and that they do want more even. I think this is the best way to describe the situation is I don't think there was any heavy drama between the two of you. I feel like there was a level of awareness between the two of you that this wasn't supposed to be something you get really attached to, or there wasn't really that much attachment to a future, is what I'm getting. I'm getting more that, you know, maybe even your emotions weren't that invested in this person with the Queen of Cups in reverse, or you might have just been like filling a void in a certain capacity with this person. I feel like this is someone that's almost like not your main focus, or maybe they are, but it just feels like you guys maybe were both a little bit emotionally unavailable, or both aware that you might have different priorities at the time that weren't super compatible, and it wasn't something that you feel like betrayed over, is what I would say. Okay, so, and I feel like with the Seven of Swords there, it's like there was some kind of strategy of like, I don't feel like it was either one of you like strategizing around the other. It just seems like, you knew what this was, or you knew what you were getting from it. Okay, so okay, let's get some Oracle cards, I guess, into how they're thinking and feeling about you now. What are their thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2 now? Yeah, chop wood. Interesting. We have flexible. Love that. Okay. This is cool. Okay, I'm not going to take all of those. Can we get more thoughts and feelings toward pile number 2 from their person that they're in no contact with, or minimal contact? We have not for you. And we have blessed here. Yeah, I feel like there's this energy of this person having a revelation that I think maybe each of you kind of like surrendered to this idea that you guys like weren't really meant for each other, or like it's almost like each of you were able to see maybe the ways that you guys weren't for each other or best for each other, or like not super compatible. But I feel like it's almost like now they're seeing the ways that you guys are different as sort of like a blessing. And I feel like they're really seeing how they maybe overthought the situation. And I feel like if anything, they're really thinking and feeling like if you guys could have just both kept taking steps forward and being like flexible with what kind of way the relationship formed, it's almost like there's an energy of your person feeling like, even though on the surface it maybe seems like you two wouldn't fit together, but they feel like you actually really would if you don't overthink it. And yeah, they feel like it's a huge blessing. They feel like it's not over either. And maybe you guys like stop putting effort in, like each of you, just because you were kind of like, oh, I don't think this is going to like work out. But I don't think either of you put full force effort in. And I feel like this person's really thinking about like, well, what if we did decide that this is what we wanted? I feel like there could be a future for us. I feel like this could be a huge blessing. Yeah, so for those of you that feel like you might have just like kind of let go of something that I don't think it was super like lusty or anything. It might have been like a physical thing, but I don't think it was like, oh my gosh, this is like the love of my life and I'm so obsessed with this person. Like, I don't think you were obsessed with this person. I think that you maybe were open to the idea of something developing, but ultimately were willing to accept maybe that it wasn't for you and you weren't going to like push for it. Same with this person, but I feel like this person's feeling now like that's not how they feel. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do an extended reading. So I definitely want to I want to go a little bit deeper into this, I guess, because it was kind of like a quick reading, I think. So for the extended, I definitely want to dive deeper into seeing how these thoughts and feelings are going to translate into their like intentions and actions towards you. Like what are their current intentions towards connection, and what are their next actions likely to be? I also want to see what this person would want to say to you the most. Then we'll get you guidance. But before we do that, I want to see, is there anything else from pile number 2's person? What does pile number 2 maybe not know about how they feel? Like, what do they really not expect or not know? Okay, the 7 of Cups in reverse. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Fool. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. We have the Emperor. And then we have the World. Then we have the Empress in reverse at the back of the deck. Okay, I feel like what you don't know is that your person maybe like wasn't super emotionally available to you, not because they didn't think that the connection with you would be an improvement from their current situation. It just almost feels like they were in a time period where they weren't super imaginative or open to what could be. And I feel like with the Empress in reverse, it's like they were having a hard time receiving, is what it feels like. It's like this person was struggling to receive. And I feel like what you were offering to them felt really great to them. Like, I feel like they really appreciate you as a person, like, and like a support with the 3 of Cups here, like, and the 4 of Wands. Like, you're someone who wanted to give to them, I would say. But I feel like with the Emperor here, the Emperor in the World, it's like, I just, it's almost like they were stuck in a level of certainty of what could be. And so I almost feel like as well, like this may be someone who is very like logical or likes to be very certain of something before they jump into it. Yeah, and especially if this is someone who's very used to like being in the Emperor energy, it's like they may have had a hard time not being in control is what I would say. But can we clarify the Emperor with the Knight of Swords? It's like, unless they're absolutely certain, it's almost like they don't do anything because they like to be in control. Can we clarify that? With the Page of Pentacles here, but it came out in reverse, like I almost feel like they don't like to be in the learning position, or they don't like to be seen as not able to figure it out on their own with the Hermit here. Can we clarify the Fool? Yeah, they don't like to know nothing and just jump right in. And they may have a hard time like accepting support and help from other people and being open to how other people can support them, and that they don't always have to be the expert or in control, or like, yeah, that they don't have to do that. Can we clarify the World? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. Can we clarify the Fool? The King of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting a King of Pentacles vibe from this person. I wouldn't be surprised if they have some Earth in their chart, or if there's someone that likes to be focused on like their security. But I feel like here there's this energy of them maybe even feeling like they shouldn't jump into anything until they're already this King of Pentacles, or like until they're this Emperor. Like I feel like there's just this energy of them feeling like undeserving or saying no to you, not because they didn't see your value, but because they had a certain idea of where they needed to be, or what they had a very strict idea of how things needed to be, is what I'd want to say. And so if it wasn't exactly like they thought it should be, then they felt that it wasn't possible to make something work with you, is how it feels. Okay, and so from here, I just want to ask, what do they now think? What have they very clearly realized about themselves, or like what have they realized about this? About these like kind of rigid ideas that they had. What are they now realizing about that or thinking about that? We have the Eight of Cups. We have the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so I really think that they're realizing that this person felt like stuck. They're realizing that they were the only thing holding themselves back with the Eight of Swords. And I think it's possible that this person maybe needed to walk away from certain things that they were invested in. Like, and I think maybe that was what was holding this person back. But yeah, I'm just seeing here that it's almost like they realized how they were not in touch with their emotions. And if anything, they might have been like afraid of acknowledging their emotions here because of a difficult choice that they would have to make in their life. But with the Nine of Cups here, they're realizing that they really want to have the strength to release themselves from any thoughts that make them believe that going for what they truly want or what truly makes them happy is not possible, or like that they shouldn't make that decision. Yeah, they're realizing that they need to go on this journey towards the Nine of Cups here of what really makes them happy, even if it requires difficult decisions, even if they have to overcome like fears of theirs that are holding them back. But ultimately, the most important thing is that they're realizing that nothing actually externally is holding them back from you and make like creating something with you. They're really seeing how they've held themselves back. Yeah. And like when the time came to maybe have to make a decision, they were too afraid to, or they were too afraid to like see where this path was taking them because it required them to make difficult decisions, trust their intuition, and trust that their intuition is the best option. I feel like they may have stayed like paralyzed with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords here of like being too afraid to act or make a decision. But yeah, that's what I'm really seeing here. They're seeing how the path is free if they want it to be. And like whatever beliefs they had before were just an illusion. And as soon as they're willing to like take their blindfold off, they can see that they can just walk forward. Like there's nothing actually holding them back. And those fears are just fears. So yeah, I'm going to take you to the extended now. Definitely interesting reading, exciting reading. Again, we're going to be seeing your person's intentions towards you and then potential next actions. Then I want to get a message from your person of what they most want you to know. And then I'll pull message cards from Oracle decks of message cards. And then we'll get you guidance on whatever you need to hear about this connection for your highest good. So yeah, I hope that this has been helpful for you. I definitely enjoyed doing this reading. And I'll see you at the extended for some of you. And for others, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so you can see future pick a card readings. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Okay. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Moon Power Tarot with this Amazonite raw crystal, then this is going to be your reading where we're going to be looking at how a certain person that you are in minimal to no contact with is currently thinking and feeling about you. So you and the connection is what I'd want to say. So there will be an extended reading, and I'm going to be choosing the topic as we go along to see what seems like it'd be helpful to go deeper into. Okay, so for pile number 3, what are their person's current thoughts and feelings towards them. Please see me to the energy of the person who they're in minimal to no contact with. What are their true thoughts and feelings towards pile number 3 and the connection with them? The World in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. World in reverse is a very popular card for this, for all 3 piles, because I mean, the World in reverse really represents a situation that didn't come into fruition, or didn't, like, there wasn't a happy ending is what I want to say, or a successful ending. And it can also talk about like unfinished business in a way. So can we continue please for pile number 3's person's thoughts and feelings? We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Sun in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Okay, with the King of Wands. That's too many. I'm going to have to reshuffle. Pile number 3's person's thoughts and feelings towards them and the connection. Number 3's person's. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. We have the 7 of Wands here, and how crazy, like, they're reading the same exact book, and both of the books say don't panic. That's interesting. I definitely feel like there's an energy here of this person trying to remain, like, trying, not play it cool, but I think there's an element of potentially distracting themselves, or trying to not hyperfixate on the situation with you. I feel like with the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person may be trying to not like try to seek out new information about you, or I feel like they're trying to not ask about you. It's like they're almost avoiding thinking of this. Can we clarify the World in reverse? We have the 2 of Wands in reverse. What are their current thoughts and feelings? Can we clarify the Page of Swords? We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's really interesting that with the 9 of Pentacles in this deck, and I always say this, they put 2 people on that. Looks more like 10 of Pentacles, but it is the 9 of Pentacles. Can we clarify the 8 of Pentacles? We have the 7 of Swords, yes. This is so funny. I really feel like there's an energy coming through of, like, what I'm imagining is, okay, like, sorry for saying imagine so many times, but imagine that you and this person, like, ended up at the same, like, coffee shop. Like, I feel like there's an energy here of this person, like, internally freaking out. And trying to, like, not do anything. Like, that's what I'm imagining, is like this person being like aware of you, but trying to not make anything worse, or trying to not, like, they don't want to be triggered by you is how it feels. But not in a way where they're blaming you. It's more like, I don't know. I feel like with the 7 of Swords here, though, there's a feeling of this person trying to come off a certain way. But it's also, again, like this escapist kind of an energy with the 8 of Pentacles. And so it could be that they're trying to, like, look like focus on work a lot, or just focus on their hobbies, focus on the things that they are passionate about, I guess. And again, there's an energy of avoidance, like, but it's like also a strategy. It's like they're strategizing to not, I'll have to ask more, but there's definitely like that kind of an energy of like a strategy going on. Can we clarify the 7 of Wands for their thoughts and feelings? We have Judgment here. Then we have the Empress in reverse at the back of the deck. This is definitely someone who is actively trying to not give you any signs of anything. Like, I feel like they are trying, oh my gosh, even some of them may be trying to, like, get more information on you. But there's kind of a spy energy here, because it's like on one end, it feels like they are trying to not be seen doing it, but I do feel like this person is very actively reflecting on the connection with you. And I feel like in all honesty, this person feels like they can't move forward. Like, I feel like they feel like there's unfinished business here. I feel like they don't feel happy about being single is what I'd want to say. Like, I don't think that they feel very confident in themselves and in the path forward right now. But I feel like they're trying to not look like they have no sense of self, or that they are like dependent on you. Like, I feel like this person is trying to seem unbothered, but I feel like this person is bothered. Like, I feel like they are, but I feel like they're protecting their ego as well with the 7 of Wands. But there's also part of this that's like, it's almost like they're trying to not seem like they're incompetent, or trying to not seem like they don't have everything under control. Like, that's the best way to describe it. Like, this is so interesting. Okay, I just want to clarify some cards. So can we clarify, why is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse? We have the 2 of Swords here. Yeah, that they don't know what they're doing. Like, this person actually feels, with the Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like they don't want to be seen right now as, like, in this 4 of Cups energy of, like, not really knowing what to do next. I feel like this person is, like, afraid of being seen as, like, stagnant or stuck or, like, defeated or not knowing what to do. And again, I feel like with the Chariot here, they want to be seen in this Chariot energy, like this energy that's moving forward, isn't phased by, you know, something going wrong. Yeah, but let's get some more. Can we clarify the 7 of Swords here? The King of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person's not trying to show their emotions, but I feel like underneath everything, we literally have the 3 of Swords here. Yeah, we have the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse underneath. I feel like this person is hung up on you. Like, that's ultimately what it is, but I feel like they're really trying to hide their emotions. They don't want you to know how much they care about you. They're being strategic about their emotional displays. Like, they're being strategic about how much of their emotions are seen, or like they don't want to, the opposite of what this person wants is to look like triggered by all of this and like they're lost and desperate or something. Can we clarify the Page of Swords in reverse? The High Priestess. Okay, yeah, there's this like hidden energy here. Like this, like, I feel like this person, oh my gosh, like I feel like they are, okay, I feel like this person is actually trying to figure out information about you, and like what's going on with you, and how you're doing. I feel like this person wonders if like you've moved on, or they're wondering like what you're doing, definitely. And then I feel like they're trying to, but they're trying to get information on you without like being seen doing it or asking other people. Like, I feel like they don't want it to get back to you that they're wondering what you're doing. They're trying to stay like stealth with the High Priestess here, and they're trying to keep it to themselves. Like their curiosity about you. Yeah. Okay. It's like they want to know what you're thinking. Can we clarify Judgment? With the Knight of Pentacles, another card that looks like the Knight of Swords. Or this looks like the Knight of Swords, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 8 of Wands at the back of the deck. Look at that. That's so funny. You know what? It's like this person wants to be seen as the Knight of Swords, but they're actually like the Knight of Pentacles right now. Like, I feel like this person isn't really doing that many exciting things right now. I feel like they're really in this like day by day, step by step energy, trying to figure things out. But I feel like they're trying to be seen in this Knight of Swords energy of like knowing exactly what they think about things, what they're doing, like they're moving quickly. Like they want to be seen as moving on quickly. Be clear about the Seven of Wands. Look at this, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, literally. Wheel of Fortune. Like everything's going great for them. Like they're just moving forward. They don't want anyone to see that they're stressing or that they don't feel as confident as they do. Why are they doing this though? Okay, this is like a funny reading, honestly, just because of how like it's just silly when people are like this. But to be extended, I definitely want to look at how this person is viewing you right now. Like even if they're trying to make it seem like they're not, like how are they viewing you? I also want to look at what's under the facade. Like what is the feelings that they're having? Like what is their truth? Like how are they actually feeling with the King of Cups in reverse? Even if they're not being like upfront about it, I want to know still. And then I want to see what this person actually wants in regards to you. Like what's their ideal scenario? And then I'll get you guidance on this connection. Anything else you need to know. Yeah, but I'm still going to continue the reading. So I just want to ask, maybe the Oracle cards will actually give more away. What are pile number 3's person's honest thoughts and feelings? This could also be someone who's wondering if you're single still. They like never want to be seen for their feelings for you for some reason. Okay, so and I also feel like they're trying to get some kind of closure here because like with Judgment, it's like the truth of this person is that they haven't fully closed the door on your energy for sure. Like they haven't fully moved on from you. That's no joke. Like that's 100% it. But I feel like it's almost like before they close the door, like before they move forward, it's like they're trying to get information about you and that will inform how they want to move forward. But so it's like they are still holding on to this is how it feels. And they are still trying to see like what's going on with you. But it's like until they have maybe like a very clear sign or indication about what's going on in your life, it's like they want to be seen as having been okay the whole time, if that makes sense. Like if for example, let's say that they saw like your page and that you're like talking to someone new, this person would feel a type of way about it, but they would never show that. They would never say anything. They would just try to make it seem like, oh, they already moved on too. Like I've been moved on. What are you talking about? Like that's the energy here. And then I feel like if they see that you're not like talking to anyone else, like I feel like they're like, okay, like that's good. Like maybe there is still like something here. Maybe they haven't moved on too. But it doesn't even seem like they are going to then, I don't know. We'll see. In the extended, we'll see more. But let's get some Oracle cards. Pile number 3's person, can we clarify this energy of their thoughts and feelings? We have no place like home. We have soulmates in reverse. We have thinker in reverse. This person's definitely thinking a lot. Like they're over strategic. Yeah, we have between worlds in reverse. Yeah, and so I feel like this person is definitely like not fully, they're definitely like in an in-between stage right now. And I feel like with soulmates here in reverse, I feel this actually doesn't mean like that they think you're not soulmates. It's more of an energy around really contemplating like what a relationship with another person has shown you about yourself. And so I feel like this person feels like this connection is definitely very strong because it's something that's made them reflect more. It's something that's mirrored a truth back them. I feel like with No Place Like Home, though, this person does feel a sense of resonance with you. And I feel like they're like, I don't really know what's going to happen. Like with Between Worlds in reverse, I feel like there's a feeling of not wanting to jump to any, it's like they're keeping the door open to what the next stage of their life is going to look like, or what the next, I don't know how to describe it. Even in this connection, it's like they're trying to figure out and strategize before they like move forward to the next cycle in their life. They're definitely in this very in-between energy. Pile number 3's thoughts and feelings, please. Pile number 3's person. We have Into the Unknown in reverse. Yeah, we have Magical Shapeshifter in reverse. Commitment here. Tri-Desert in reverse here too. So I feel like this is someone who's still holding on to the situation. I feel like they don't really want to accept the situation. They don't want to move on is like what I would say. I feel like this person is still like in this level of like commitment toward you, or maybe they don't want things to change. So then there's a oddly loyal energy here. Even if it's not a formal commitment, this person is oddly like loyal to you. And even if there's nothing happening in the connection, it's almost like they're looking to see a mirage. Like this person is really having a hard time maybe accepting that they may have to go in another direction, or that the situation is shifting, is changing, that's what I would say. So, we'll take it into the extended now. We'll see how this person's viewing you. I want to look at what they actually want, and then I want to see the truth that's under this person's sort of like exterior, like cool vibe, like what is their inner truth. So I'll have that link down below. Other than that, it has been an honor to read for you. If you like this reading, make sure you're subscribed so you're able to see future pick a card readings. Also, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's been a good time, and I hope to connect with you again soon.